Happy Monday, everyone. Pamela here, and Pumpkin is here. Guess he wanted to say hello. Mr. Pumpkin's hanging out with us today for a few minutes. So, hope you're doing well this Monday. Welcome to Make It Monday Live with Pamela. This is Passionate About Scrapbooking, and I'm Pamela, your Stampin' Up demonstrator. There we go. I think I got that cut nice finally. I'm going to hide it, or he's going to get it. I have like 3 of those cut already, but I was trying to get a clean cut, so I had to do a mirror image finally. So, Mr. Pumpkin, how are you today? Yeah? So he's a little distraught because Noelle, his mama, just gave birth last night to 5 more kittens. Yeah, I can't believe it either. So she got out and like all night back in July and got herself pregnant again before we could get her fixed. So, we're going to have more kittens running around here again. We're not keeping anymore. So, he's not, I think he's jealous. He's not very happy with her this morning. He's been hissing at Noelle. She's been trying to come over and love on him, and he doesn't want to have anything to do with her. So, say hello if you're joining me. I see a thumbs up. We're going to have fun today with the Snowy Scenes collection. Mostly the DSP, the pretty ribbon, along with the snowflake embellishments. They're called white loose snowflakes. Guess I'll use those as embellishments. They would be fantastic in like shaker cards. But I'm combining this with the Humble Home because I don't have the Snowy Wonder bundle, which are the stamps and dies, which are featured here and under here, under Mr. Pumpkin, who's going to have to move here in a minute. So I have a wonderful 2-page 12 by 12 scrapbook layout for you to create. It's going to be fun using some of the papers down here. I'm using the home scene along with some of the snow globes and the snowflakes. Don't have all my pictures printed yet. I was debating what to do with it, but I have my design already, and I guess I'll just fill in if I can find, I'm not sure where there's some photo place card holders are. So all my photos on this page are going to be 4 by 6 portrait, I believe. So I'll just use those for now, and then when I share the completed page, I will show you with the journaling and the photos on it. All right, so I'll go through a few things real quick. Good morning, Debbie. Thanks for joining me. And I want to fill you in on a couple of things real quick. Let me see if I can show overlays window. That's what I want. I want to share with you the clearance rack is still available. You can find it at passionateaboutscrapbooking.stampinup.net. Look in the menu under specials and you'll find the clearance rack link. there's still like 4 pages worth of product that's up to 60% off. So if you're looking for some great DSP, embellishments, ribbon, I don't remember what's all on there. Check that out. So I guess that'll be available just while things will be selling out. And then I think tomorrow, I'm waiting for the final word, but first of all, I want to make sure you're aware of the 40% off your first month of Paper Pumpkin. So all new subscribers that join by October 10th using that code holiday40 at paperpumpkin.com, you get 40% off your first month kit. So I joined as a month by month subscriber, and when you do that, so if you're brand new, you'll get 40% off that first month. Then it's $25 a month after that. I think with tax, I'm not sure how that works. Anyhow, you can suspend your subscription if you don't think you like a kit. We get little sneak peeks, so this one is the sneak peek for October. And then I already have sneak peeks of November, December. I haven't shared those yet though. But anyways, you can suspend your subscription if you need to. You can cancel at any time. But I have been super impressed with Paper Pumpkin, so much so that I have, I'm going to hide that one. I don't think I have the group photo here, but I have teamed up with 11 other Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, and we are creating alternative projects that we will be sharing with our subscribers and our team members. So you'll get a 12 plus page PDF that has 12 different projects. This is a sneak peek of my project. It's a scrapbook page, FYI. So I'll have sneak peeks of everybody's projects, I think tomorrow, and that'll go out to all my current Paper Pumpkin subscribers. And then if you join now between October 10th, at the 1st of November, you'll get a PDF of the October kit. So every month we'll do that from till December, and then this is a brand new design team. So we're testing it out and seeing who wants to stay and participate and so forth. And then come January, we'll see where we go from there. So it's a great time to join Paper Pumpkin. Just be sure to list me as your demonstrator so that I can email you that PDF with 12 projects. And anything else? Let's see. I don't think so. There is, if you want a PDF of this, let me know. Lots of people were asking to have the designer series paper all pictured together, or all the paper that's included in the annual catalog along with dies. So I have a PDF of this. Stampin' Up! Put this together, and then all the punches that are available. So I have that if you're interested in that. And then we have some fun online exclusives that are coming tomorrow for demonstrators, and then they'll be available in November for customers. So if you want to get in on ordering these darling projects early, here's a sneak peek of some of them. Oh, I'm so excited to play with these. Then you'll want to join my team ASAP so you can order those. All right, Mr. Pumpkin, you're going to have to move out of the way so that I can get creating. I know. He's so comfy. All right, I'm going to put him over here in his cubby and see if he'll stay. see if he gets comfortable. He may want to go outside. So if you weren't on right at the beginning, I shared the news that he was a little distraught because Mama Noel gave birth to 5 more kittens last night. I know. I can't believe it either. And, yeah, while we were in Florida and we had our pet sitter here, Emily, she let Noel out, and Noel stayed out all night long and got herself pregnant. So that was before we could get her in to get her fixed. So that's going to be on the schedule here pretty soon for both Pumpkin and Noel. Fun times. So it's going to get kind of crazy around here again, probably in about a month, because we'll have 5 kittens. She had 4 the first time and 1 didn't make it. So right now we have 5, plus Pumpkin and Noel and the dog, and oh my gosh, it's going to be crazy. So I have learned from experience. I'm trying to keep all the animals kind of away from each other, and so maybe it won't be quite as chaotic. So we'll see. All right, so let's get busy. We're going to play with this super cute collection. And, oh, I didn't even turn to, let me share real quick the Humble Home. So there's the Humble Home bundle. It's a stamp set plus punch. There's some cute samples right here. Okay, and I'm going to incorporate this into this cute double page layout. So that's what I've got to play with. I'm going to have to grab some stamps. I haven't even opened this up, and I mean, I've opened it up, but I haven't played with it yet. And then again, we'll use some of the loose snowflakes and that pretty ribbon in here. I'm going to try to incorporate that into here. So I got most everything pre-cut. I only need 1 of these, but I'll tell you why I have 3. I'll show you and explain that a little bit. So let's get situated here. I don't even know if I have my camera straight, so I'm going to, I think it's a little off. Make sure I'm straight in front of me. And then let me see if it's going to be close enough. We'll go over this way a little bit. Feel like it's kind of tilted. Sorry about that. And then we'll move back over this way just a bit. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, so right off the get-go, I did do some Cricut cuts. These are actually close to my, this is a close to my heart Cricut file. I don't remember what collection it came from, but you can find it on the Design Space app. So I originally cut it out this way, and I don't know, can you see the little white cuts all up in here? So it wasn't super clean, and this is, I'm trying to remember, I don't remember this color. Let me look. So this coordinates out of the scrapbooking brochure, the snowy. All right, so we have 2-tone cardstock here. It is Poppy Parade. Excuse me, got a tickle in my throat. And I don't think I have my water. I have my coffee though. So I decided I would mirror the image, and I didn't quite, I forgot to mirror the image. I just flipped the paper. So then this was a lighter shade. So that's that 2-tone cardstock. So both of these are probably just going to get chunked in the trash. So a tip for you, if you want a nice clean cut, see how much cleaner that one is than the first one I showed you. So look at all the white, the little white pieces. I'll do it over here, you can see it. And then look how clean that one is. So whatever color of the two-tone cardstock, if that's what you're using, you want to show, then you'll flip your paper over on your Cricut mat, and then you'll do a mirror image so it cuts out like this, and then when you flip it over, it gives you a nice clean cut. Much, much cleaner and nicer. I'm going to let Pumpkin out. So, yes, I know. There you go. All right. And you can go into your Cricut design space and you can, good morning, Cherise, just looked over. You can, I typed in home for Christmas and then came across this one and decided I would do this one right here. Because my plan is to take some photos, possibly of Christmas 21. I think that was the last Christmas that I had with my dad. So he passed away in July of 22. And so I thought I would do some photos of that time period. I just didn't have the time to quite get pictures all printed and go through them. All right, so this is actually the image, the whole image that I cut out. And I haven't decided if I want to use white behind there yet or this petal pink, because that's what's over here in the, so we'll see once, I'm thinking white, but we'll see once we get the page put together which one I decide. I think the white will pop off better. And then I've cut some of these globes. I just freestyled them. Now if you have the Snowy Scenes bundle that has the stamps and dies, I think there's some dies in there that'll cut. It might just cut this one out of the DSP. So that's the back of the DSP on this one. I just fussy cut these out so I'd have some bigger images to put on my page. I think I'll position all these up here. So I've got my 4x6s. I've got my mats. This is Pool Party. So we could probably just go ahead and tack those on there. I'm actually following a design that, I don't know if I created it or if I followed a close to my heart pattern. I don't remember. But way back I did, I think our collection was called Aurora is what it was. It was kind of Alaskan outdoor theme. I'll actually show you the page real quick. Maybe if I can get them both out of here. So I was gonna kind of follow this design. I'm just using pattern paper, but it's gonna be similar to this one right here. I'm not doing like the triangles there, but that's kind of what I have envisioned, but using lots more pattern paper. And I have some neat pattern paper over here. So I'm just barely tacking those down so I can pop them up when I'm ready to put my photos on. All right, so I have those ready. I have my paper cut. I'll walk you through all of that. I did got out my white willow cardstock, so I have that to stamp on, and that's what I cut one of those Cricut shapes out of. I'm going to set that aside because we'll do some stamping here in a few minutes. But let's go ahead and build up the base of our page because I know what I'm doing there. So we will bring in my handy dandy removable glue dots that I just like to put one in each corner. I put two over there because that's just what came out. I'm going to tack it down onto my Versa mat, get it centered, and this is just going to keep that cardstock positioned there so it's not moving around on me. So just those removable glue dots are really handy to have, and that's what I use them for primarily. So I probably need to look some up and get some more because I don't know how many more I have left. Okay, now this is, I think, garden green. Let me look again in here. Snowy. It is, yes. Okay, so the two-toned. It comes in a combo pack, so you can get several. Okay, I'm going to put adhesive all the way around the edge. So this is 12 by 12. I gutted it out to have a 1-inch border. This garden green I cut down to 11.5 by 11. And the reason I didn't do it square is because I wanted it to come to the edge right here. So you'll position it at 1/2 inch, at 11.5, just where you have 1/2 inch up here. So that's the 11 inch. And then this is the 11.5, because then you just want a 1/2 inch over here. So on 3 sides, and I did that for both of these. And you just want to make sure you have the color you want up top. So I'm putting the adhesive on the lighter shade of that garden green. And then make sure, yep, before you tack it down that you've got the measurements right on there. So again, 11 by 11.5. Yeah, pretty close. Okay. Kind of feel like it's wider over there, but whatever. All right, so these are the pieces of pattern paper that I chose. This one has mini globes on it. There's one that has mini globes and then big globes. And then we have some kind of a candy cane, but with green stripe in it. It has holly berries on the other side. But my plan is to put the paper down like this. I think we're going to leave a little green on all the sides, and then I'm going to put this right down the middle there. So let's get that down. So using pattern paper like this is going to do a lot of the work for you. All right, so I think we just want it kind of like this. I'm going to line it up over here. All right, so I'm going to do it at 1/4. No, I'm not. I'm going to bring it down so it's like 1/8 of an inch, I think, is what I want. So I have a little 1/8 inch border all the way around. That just helps pop that pattern paper up off that white. So same thing up here. About 1/4 of an inch. I have to see if that, what I cut is wide enough. I think it is. Yeah, it's gonna fit right in there, right in here. Okay, so I cut this at 1/4 of an inch. This was 5 inches by 11, and I'm trying to remember. Guess I can tell this way. And 3/8, I think. 11 and 3/8. This one was 5.5, I believe, at 11 and 3/8. All right, I'm going to jump down here and put some adhesive on there. I'm going to start over here so I can kind of line those up. And you could meet them in the middle if you wanted, and then just lay this over top. Okay, so that just kind of breaks those two patterns up. So you have like a top border and a bottom border. All right, do the exact same thing over here, if you've been following me for a little bit, a lot of the times the patterns that I use, they're the same on both sides. So if you're joining me, say hello, let me know where you're viewing from. Hope all is well in your area of the world. I know there's lots of devastation going on around in the Carolinas, and I have friends down there. It's just, can't even imagine what it must be like. Okay, I'm going to pop that up a little. I'm going to pull that up because I feel like I didn't get right to the edge. There we go. A second, I'm feeling a little off right there. Should have about 1/8 of an inch. Okay, it's a little bit better. I might have to trim off a teeny bit right there. And then again, just the exact same thing. Oops. I'm going to start over here. And I might adjust that a little bit more. I feel like I warped it a little bit when I put that. Let me kind of pull this up. I feel like that didn't lay down properly. Maybe that's a little bit better. And then I'm going to pull this up. So I finally cleaned up my nails a little bit. But I'm not sure I'm really happy with this color of nail polish. I took off my dip nails. Okay, let's try this again. I don't know why it's being kind of difficult for me. I feel like it's just not quite, oh well, it's just gonna have to work. All right, so there's our base. We have a white border going all the way around like this, and then full of pattern paper, and then I'm gonna have to do some stamping and punching out, but I'm going to kind of show you what the pages are going to look like. So just kind of mirrored. And we'll put a title up here. That's where this comes into play. I don't know if I want that. And I think it's going to have to overlap a little bit. And I'm going to use this big one. I guess it could kind of do that, and maybe I can pop it up. Yeah, kind of like that maybe. So I'm debating on the petal pink. Now I know the white. I know this is going to be sharp and crisp and pop off. I can't decide, so if y'all have a preference, let me know. And I'm going to have one of these maybe down here, and then maybe a little something up here, and then this maybe a little scene down here. All right, so I want to bring in my stamp set, and we're going to play with that a little bit and create some houses. Might have to do some coloring. Let's see. So I'm going to lift this up. I'm trying to decide if, well, I do have another Versamat, so maybe we'll just grab another one in, and we'll use the back side of that. Wonder if I could do like maybe it off-centered, maybe something like that. I think I might do that. That'll bring both those in. All right, so let's see. We've got some really fun stamps here. I'm gonna just position some of these onto, like, I have not used these at all, so I'll season them a little bit. I just like to rub them on my hand or my arm. You could use a white eraser. I have one somewhere, but I don't know where it's at right now. So that just takes off some of that film that is on the, after the manufacturing. I think I have another block. I don't know where my other 2-inch block went. I'm looking, but I don't see it, so we'll may have to use a different one. So pretty sure we're going to use this one. We're going to have to do our stamping with the houses first, and then we'll punch them out. And I guess that might be stamped at the end, so that's kind of like a border. All right, so let's look at some of our houses in here. There's some early espresso, so I'm going to grab that. And then we want something a little different. If we put one down here with this red one, we've got Daffodil Delight. That's one of the colors in this collection, along with Pumpkin Pie. I'm just going to grab these. All these colors. I do not have, which is I guess a good thing, the Poppy Parade. I don't have that ink pad yet, so that's not going to be an option, but that's good that this is a red house down here. And I'm thinking I want to do excuse me, I may have to do some coloring, so let's just pull out some of that scrap paper that I had, and let's get to stamping a little bit. I did forget to get my chamois wet, so give me 1 second. Alrighty, I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. Okay. So, there we go. What did I do with that? There we go. I want this handy so we can do some cleaning. I don't need that yet. So let's like do some early espresso, but like stamp it off. So it's not like super dark. We'll do a couple of different ones and see what we like. Okay, so we'll stamp it and then stamp off. So we have a couple different ones. And I might do some of these like in the background. And then I could do a few of these in the background possibly. Could do some yellow brick maybe. I know I should probably just close it to be safe. All right. So then we've got, I'll have to do some fussy cutting around these so I can get my punch around them. Oh, and let me grab Petal Pink too. I think I have Petal Pink. Yeah. Make sure I got it clean. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. That's why I should close it, huh? Don't know how far I need to be putting these as far as for the roof. So we're just going to play around a little bit and see what I'm just kind of looking at some of the, to see what they look like, and we may kind of mimic a few of those. So if we have a yellow one, we would have a yellow roof. I guess I just line it up kind of like that. And I guess I stamp it before I punch it out. So we're going to kind of learn together here, I think. Okay, so with that, we just want to make sure it just kind of lays like it's supposed to. We're going to do some early espresso. I wonder if it's already time to ink up my, and then see if I can layer that good. So I think that worked. The Petal Pink, actually I'll leave that on there, has on here an orange roof. So let's just, mimic a few of these. And then we'll see how we like them. Okay, so hope that works. Now you'll notice there aren't any of the houses are not in the brick, but I'm gonna do this one. I feel like it's about time to re-ink my early espresso. This was one of my very first ink pads with Stampin' Up, because this I might like have in the background, and I really might like that more than let me pull that off for a minute. I'm going to do a couple of these. Because I can still, I do have an idea. Anyways, I'm thinking I like the I can stamp that, I can stamp this maybe over top of this. So we're going to try that too. And then I'll have maybe some of these back behind, you know, kind of like they're shadowed in the background. Let me see what that looks like if I do, trying to see if I go right over that, what that would look like. We're going to try it and see. Okay, I'm going to have to get up in here, I think, so I can try to line up. How cool is that? Okay, I think I like that. If I do that one, you're not going to see the roof trim so much, but let's see what it looks like. Trying to make sure I could get plenty of ink on there. Again, I gotta hope I line it up pretty well. Okay, I'm really kind of liking that. So let's punch these out first and kind of see what we got going so far. Can y'all hear kittens in the background? Just curious. I feel like these kittens are louder than the last ones. The first one born almost immediately started meowing. I was kind of shocked. All right, so I'm gonna just grab my big scissors and I'm gonna cut out around these a little bit. see if we can punch around these too. Ooh, may not want to do too close to that. We'll see. All right, so you want to flip over. So what's really cool, you know, I haven't done punches in forever and a day until I joined Stampin' Up back in May, but I've gotten 3 or 4 of them, and I really do kind of like them. They're kind of fun. You got to have a few around. So they latch right here, so they are flat. You push that up, and then it opens up, and then we punch with it up like this. So position it in there. It's going to punch out a little square. That's going to be a problem right there. Just a second. Because it's going to punch a hole up in this, and I don't want a hole in that. I'm not sure if the hole is for like a doorknob or what. All right. So this should get interesting too, because now I can't hold it. Give me a second. I think I have a trick. Take a Post-it. That way I can hold my paper in here like that. Okay. So I think we're doing good. Okay, so let me see if I can position it. I try to line it up and just barely hold it in place. Okay, and then press. Could flip it over and it would press, it would all fall on the, because I don't know where they're down here in the floor, the little square. And the purpose of the little square, so there's the square and there's a heart. I don't think, there's not a little heart in this stamp set. So you probably want to do those out of like red cardstock. And then I think I saw that someone did the little square, like just stamped this is doors and windows. You see it? So you could cut that apart if you wanted to. I might do that. We'll see. All right. So that's done. Then let me see what happens with this. First, let's do this one. It cuts pretty close, so we know that now. And if I need to get another Post-it, I will. But let's just cut out a few of these. This one I might have to put further down here. Does anybody have punches? Are you a punch lover? Were you back in the day? You know, everybody had punches years ago. I'm going to do it this way. When we didn't have the dies. You know, the only way you could get dies was by going like up to the service center for the school and cutting out letters and things like that. All right, so we're going to put a few here. I'm not sure what I think about this yet. I might do a white. I may rather color them. I'm not sure yet. So let's. I think I want more Post-its. I just have some white Post-its here. And just kind of, that helps me hold my smaller piece of cardstock to get in here. And again, just position, wiggle it around till you can see that you have a good border around it that matches. So I'll have some hearts, a bunch of hearts to use somewhere. All right, so I've got these pieces so far. Let me stamp just that I don't think I'm going to use those lighter shades. I'm going to do just the turn side. I think I want to do it in black, because if I want to color, let me find my Memento ink. And I'm going to ink that up in black. Okay, I think I can get 2 on here. There we go. And I might just do 3 of those. I'm still trying to figure this out. Okay, so go here. And then get these punched out. What do y'all think? I think I should color them. I feel like that'll just be cuter than like that. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that. Maybe hiding in the background, but I was kind of thinking of like hiding this in the background. Something like that. I do like dies, although they are bulky to store. I have a few punches and used them a lot in the past. Yep. Well, I've seen a lot of super cute cards using this collection. So, all right. I think I'm gonna go with that and do something similar to that, just on each cluster, I think, and we'll color those in a little bit. Put that back on there like that. Should probably put it over here on this side. I could hold it a lot better. Alrighty, let's see here, so y'all can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, and then I'm gonna flip it, punch it. Then that can go down here, and I'll do, so I have 3 clusters, 3, maybe really 4, because I'm going to do kind of a zigzag, I guess, but I'm not going to have a big globe on the second page, so maybe just the houses. So, there's my, I'm going to do these 2. So they match that. So I think I got it figured out what I want to do now. Don't think I'm going to be able to get the whole, I think I'm cutting off the, yeah. How about I do this one? We can punch that one out, but let's flip this over and do, I'll go ahead and stamp this since it'll be, yeah, doesn't matter. I think I can fit it right there. I need to stamp it off once. Do full strength down here, and then we'll bring it up here and do that one. There we go. I like that. That looks nice. I could do just, maybe I'll do that. I'll stamp that on there. And so just punch these out. I think I can leave it like that. No, I can't. I gotta cut it off. That one has plenty of room over here. I think I can hold it. Oops, I forgot to flip it around. So that I'm going to have squares and I guess it doesn't matter if I go over that, that'll just come off. Okay. It's kind of covered up. I can see a majority of it. There we go. All right. So then I just have to peel off that part. All right, so let's do just the doors in early espresso on these. They're primarily going to be covered up, I think, so you won't really hardly even see it. I don't want it, I guess, let's see here. So they'll look like that. Just want the door close to the bottom. Yeah, I think I have some re-inker for this one, so I am going to have to re-ink it, I think. Alright, so there's those. I think those are cute. I'm going to put those on the different, those I'll just save for later. Not sure what I'm going to do. I'll play around with them a little bit. Not crazy about those. So I've got 1, 2, I think I need one more to color in. I might need one more of these for my other cluster. We'll see. Well, I might cut out like a little snow globe or something. Okay, so what do I want? I want that in black. So about the time Close to My Heart shared that they were closing, I was creating a workshop for them that included like a little house and a bird house, and they went ahead and had me finish the workshop. They were paying me to do that, and it didn't end up getting used for anything. Now they came out with the stamp set with Stampin' Up. I looked yesterday and it's already sold out, I think, that stamp set. I was looking, I don't know that I have my samples handy, or I'd show them to you. I'm going to have to share them at some point. Alright, so I just need to punch that out. Anyways, I like have a whole workshop guide that has houses and bird houses in it, and I need to kind of modify it, and maybe I can use it with some of this stuff. Alright, so that's going to go with that. There's that. And let's just start assembling. Well, I'll see if I want to color these houses a little bit and wrap up the clusters. Okay, so to close it again, I'm just going to close it like that. I might come in and punch out a few hearts out of the Poppy Parade. I think that's what it's called. Let's get my stamps cleaned up. I think I've got to scrub it a little bit to get in there and get all the ink out. Alright, so I do like that early espresso in the black to help pop those off the page. We have some other, let's see what other, I'm going to clean this up. Most of these are sentiments, so you can see the front. Thank you for the sweet gift, so that could go on the outside, that could go on the inside. Welcome, so it could be work for housewarming. From our house to yours. could totally go with the Merry Christmas to create Christmas cards, and then of course thank you for coming. Maybe you had a party or something, and so you're sending a thank you card. You can make tags. And that may be what that little, there's a little hole right up here. Though, I guess you could, yeah, I guess you could just stick the end of a piece of paper in there and just cut the little hole. And what, oh, and then there's a little wreath. So we could put a little wreath on, there's no way to punch that out. You'd have to fussy cut it out. But you could put a little wreath on your house. Probably this one right here if you wanted to make it more Christmassy. All right, I'm just cleaning up my space a little bit. Let me close my ink pad up. May have to grab some Stampin' blends. We'll see here in a minute. But let's get our page laid back out. Our layout laid back out. I can put that away. Don't think I need those. And then we can start assembling. So it may just be something similar to that. I'm trying to visualize if I want to color. I don't have the Poppy Parade, but I can work with, I have a couple of reds in my tri-blend spectrums. Now I'll have to see if maybe that one will work, the coral shades. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the best choice. So we'll see if I need that. Let's go ahead and get some of this put together. All right, so I think I'm going to adhere that to the white and then layer that on to the petal pink. So let's see if I can get some glue out of here. Do some liquid glue. Got my tweezers. Yeah, okay. So I'll just do some little dots all the way around here so I don't get too much glue. And again, I shared earlier that I did the mirror image of this to get a cleaner cut. So it's using my Cricut and Cricut Design Space. This was a title featured in one of the digital, I think it was a Cricut cartridge that we had. So now I've got to, let me flip this over. I have a little smudge over here. I'm going to see if I can cover it up. But it needs to go down. I think it goes about like that. Let me see if I can maneuver it just a tiny bit. I may have to shift it up a little bit. Okay, I think that's perfect. Okay, so there's the title. And then I think I'll just kind of shadow that like that. So let's just glue this down right to there. This is just Petal Pink, the Stampin' Up's original cardstock. Okay, I'm leaving maybe about a 3/8 of an inch, maybe. probably more like a quarter, between a quarter and a, okay. So that's gonna be my title up here. Then let's get our, we're gonna get our photos positioned. I'm gonna lay those flat so that I can use foam tape on some of these others. So I'm just gonna position this one about right there, I think. I'm not gonna press it down just in case I need to move it around a little bit. Yeah, I figured you were talking about punches being bulkier. Yeah, they definitely take up more space. I'm just kind of looking right here and doing the same width around at a slight angle. I'm going to pop this up. So let me grab some of my dimensionals. So we have a little bit of die cutting, well, digital die cutting. We've got punching going on, stamping. Again, like I said earlier, the paper is doing a lot of the work for us. I'm going to put one right in there. This was cut right out of the pattern paper. I do have to say, without my acrylic nails, or dip nails is what I do normally, these are easier to get off. Alright, so I'm going to put this like right up in here, I think, just like that. And I think I'll put this up high enough. I don't know that I want it, probably like right in there. So whatever photo I have here, we'll make sure you don't have anything up in there. So I'm going to, I'll have some dimensionals, like right over on this side, and then maybe one right there, and I can put just a little bit of adhesive like right there. Still struggle getting these off. It's pretty close to centered, but I'm going to move it off center just a little bit. So I make sure I have a little bit showing up here and that it's straight. And then I'm kind of trying to decide how I want to position these. We'll see. We'll play around with those here in a minute when once we have our coloring figured out. So I do have some early espresso. No, I do not, but okay, I don't have early, there actually aren't early espresso stamping blends, but there are the Stampin' Right, which has early espresso in it. So let's see if we can pull that out. That's what I'll color like the roof with. And then I think I'll try a little bit of that. And I might bring in, I do have the Petal Pink Stampin' Blends, so that might be the background. I originally thought of pumpkin pie, or not pumpkin pie, pecan pie, but there's no pecan pie in this collection, so I might do a real light shade of the Petal Pink. And we'll see if we need to darken it up a little bit. But we're going to, let's move over here and get our photos down. And then we can kind of figure out where we need So I'm just going to line it up, something similar. Just going to be kind of a mirror look. And then about an inch up and maybe an inch in. Okay. And I think I'm going to do this one over here. So here, here, and then we'll have a little cluster, or maybe just for journaling right in here. So we've got, we can do that there. What happened to my other ones are there? Then these down here. And I'm going to grab, I'm going to see if I can, I don't know if I have all my, so let me show you what I did with, so I cut those out of this paper, and then that was the background. We got some babies crying out there. And then here was some of the other paper. I might have to pull out my, there was the back of, oh, there's that little, yeah, that's what I was talking about, those little ones. I might cut one of those out and put that right up there. Day-old kittens, and they're loud. It's like, goodness. All right, let me find the rest of my paper, because there are, I used most of this on the background, so there's the other side. I cannot believe those kittens. And I could do, since I'm doing all houses, I could do like this little one right up here. Let me look. Yeah, I think I'll do this one because it mimics that one. It's gonna have a little bit darker or different background. Let me find my scissors. And I think I will just freehand it like this. So you could literally cut out all of these if you wanted to. And then the ones that are just like half, you could cut a strip and use that background right there to use up a majority of the paper. All right, so I'm just gonna fussy cut this out. These are super easy to cut. Just a little bit of curve and then straight edges. I'm just trying to leave like a 1/16 of an inch probably of the pool party background. And I'm turning my paper more than I'm turning my scissors. That'll give you a little cleaner cut. And so I'll use this piece to like right up here, and we'll do our journaling, I think, up in, on my other sample I kind of shared earlier. I had journaling strips down here, I think, but this is a good place for journaling up here. All right, silicone mats. Let's see if I can find my silicone mat. There it is. I ended up picking stuff up from here and piling that up over there. All right, so let's do a little coloring and see what we can. I'm going to use the light to just kind of go all back in here. I'm trying to decide, where do I want to bring the red in? Maybe the scallops. Okay, maybe up in here too. Alright, so I'm going to use the darkest of this right here, I think. Let me grab a scrap and see if that works. Actually, I think I'm going to do the medium. Medium dark. Let me put all this back together. Okay, so I'm going to do the medium. And then I'm just going to like carefully color in those little scallops. I can do, so we're just doing a tiny bit of red. I wanted the red just to be more of an accent. So that's why I debated on using red mattes, but that just was a little bit overwhelming. So I kept it a little bit more neutral with the, I think I'm gonna like that. And it's gonna kind of go with that. But now let's do a little bit of the, where's my lid? Oh, there's the other half of it. I'm just gonna do one to start with to make sure I like what it's looking like. I think I am. Okay, I'm just gonna do the roof. This is the Early Espresso Stampin' Right. It has kind of like a writing tip. That's what I'm using because it's a little bit smaller. But it also has, let me see. If you have a real light touch, you can use this side too. It's a brush tip. I'm going to do right here at the very top of the chimney. And then I'm going to flip back to the writing tip because it is a little stiffer. Top and bottom, and then I'm not sure what I want to do with the door. Let me look and see what some of the samples. They're all orange doors, orange or red doors. So what do y'all think? A red door? I think. Yeah. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna do that on these other two as well. So they're all kind of they're all gonna be different. I'm sorry, be the same, similar, except for the globes will be different. Oh, I probably should have colored the petal pink first. Let me do that next before I go any further. And I'll just do them both at the same time, so we can get it done. I'm using the brush tip on this. This is the light petal pink. So I have a fun idea for Wednesday's Story and Sketch using this. I'm going to make it look more like a gingerbread house, because I have a really funny photo of Jeff and I at Christmas time. I can't wait to share the story with you. I'm not sharing it with you yet. I'll have to watch on Wednesday. I may have said Friday, but it's on Wednesday's Story and Sketch. I'll do an 8.5 by 11 page with a super cute photo of Jeff and I. So I might do some heat embossing and have some fun with a kind of a whimsical idea, more of a whimsical idea. I'll have to be brainstorming a title for that one. Hansel and Gretel, maybe. All right, there's that. And then we will finish this off. We'll do the door. Red 2. Again, I'm just going to do these the same. And then we'll come back with the early espresso. And then, so we're just about done. Let's see where I can add in those loose snowflakes. Whew. I think it's time to go get my eyes checked. I know I need some new contacts anyways. And get the bullet point again. We're gonna do the very top of the chimney and then the roof, like the shingle area. And this is early espresso. So I'm curious, who makes their Christmas cards every year? Do you make them or do you order prints with photos? Oh, I love that. That's so sharp and love how that turned out. Do you do Christmas cards still? I'd love to know. Hey, Laura. I just had to scroll up. I didn't see you there. Let's see. If I keep doing this, I'm doing my Feel Good Fridays, I might have some Christmas cards to send this year. I have not done very many Christmas cards in quite a few years. I just get too busy with everything else. Did I get everything? I think so. All right, let me get this all kind of out of the way. This one's actually going to go down here. I don't think I'm going to have a house or anything up here. Kind of looking at what other... I think I'll just leave it like that. All right, so all that's down. So we just have to figure out how we want to position our houses. Let me put these down. Yay, Debbie. Do you try to do simple Christmas cards, or do you like to spend time being a little bit more elaborate? Yay, I'm so glad you made those. So I have a whole set too, because I made a sample. So I may have like a dozen Christmas cards already. All right, so let's do, so maybe I should move this over here. And the reason I'm thinking that is because, well, I was thinking of the petal pink, but no, I think I'll leave it right here like I had it. And I think I could, yeah, just kind of touch just barely both the photos, so it kind of is all connected. So let me play with this a little bit. I think like something like that might work. And then how about kind of just something similar over here? Don't think I want them on the outside there. And I don't think I want, I don't know, maybe, okay, I'll play around with them a little bit. And then get this down. And I'll do some strip journaling here, so that'll kind of take up that space. Just with like 1/4 inch strips. They'll probably be about 5 inches long. Okay, I think I'll do something kind of similar and just overlap those a little bit. So here we've got a cluster. It's going up here to this little one and down here, kind of, I guess. Do I want them out there or maybe over here? Okay, I think I'm going to kind of do it like that. Okay, I think I like that. I'm just going to put this like straight down. Okay, and then we'll pop this up. This one. I did a better job on that one. I'm going to do this one for the top one. That's good. Okay, so whatever photo you print right here, just make sure it kind of starts down here. You can have some background space up there. Okay, I think I'm just going to kind of do it like that. I want it more like that, I think. I'm going to do it like maybe like right there. Yeah, I got to dig through my stash of cards to see what Christmas, and I'll do more Christmas cards on Fridays. I have mailed some of those off for the top. I might need to move that more over here. Anyways, I have mailed some of them off to top fans. So some of y'all have got those. They haven't all been Christmas, but alright, and then I think, yeah, I may do something like that over here. So then it kind of alternates the way they go, and then back to this way. So that one I'm gonna like glue straight onto that side, I think. I could put foam dot, but I'm going to keep the backing on there until I put a photo on. And then this one, same thing. I'm going to keep the backing on these until I get my photo. But I can put a little bit of adhesive right there to keep it in place. And then I'm going to pop that up too. do like 3. I haven't put any of the ribbon in yet. So that'll work great for this cluster to give it a little extra something. I'm going to do like some little bit of, where did I do it? There it is. Look at how cute that is. All right, let me cut that. See how we can incorporate this in. So it's nice and soft, but I'm just thinking maybe doing some loops or something, coming out of something. What if I have it coming out of here somewhere behind? Could also do it like that. I may do that instead. Maybe cut them at an angle and just do a few. Let's do that. Cut enough for 4 areas. I'll angle these a little bit too. I did see where someone like cut off the pom-poms, so if you don't like the pom-poms, or you just want to cut off one edge and then have them like go, could have them go across the photo. I might do that. I don't know if I cut them long enough. Almost. But this one I do want. So let's play here for a minute. See if my scissors are sharp enough to cut at a good angle. Yeah. Okay, and then I could do this one up this way. Just have to go slow. I like them to look like that, but you could do them like this as well. I think it just, I don't know. Sometimes I want it this way, other times I want it the other way. I'm wondering where. I may wish I hadn't put that down yet. We'll see, I may have to glue that down a little bit more. I could do that back here. I kind of like that idea. But I need to cut it straight. See if I can. I don't know if I can. Pretty straight. Let's see what this does. A little bit better. So I think I'm just gonna I'm gonna glue dot these down. Of course, you'll want your photo. I'm just gonna put one there in the corner because I can get that lifted up pretty easy when I'm ready to put my photos in. Could go to the edge there. Maybe go like that. And then I'm just going to tack this down underneath there because you won't see it. That'll bring in a little bit of fun. So just do that once your photos are down. And then over here, I might need to cut these a little bit longer. I'll save these to do maybe more of that. I can do one up here. So let's see if I can get it pretty straight with my big scissors. So I went to the end right there. So you go about right there. You could also do this before you actually lay your photo if you thought of it ahead of time. They're right there in front of me. All right, we're just about done. Just doing the last minute touches because I did want to try to get all this ribbon in a little bit. Might have to clean up the edges of that a little bit, but that one, and I think right to there. All right, now I'm excited to see what photos I can find. Kind of tucked behind there and you won't see the edges so much. All right, I like that. Now we just have, I don't even know if these are really going to show up. So these are white loose. I think it twists off. Let's see here. They're so tiny. I think there's different, let me pull these up so you can kind of see them. So they're kind of thick. I think there's different sizes of, I'm gonna definitely need my tweezers for this. Yeah, I guess you'll be able to see them slightly. Okay, so I'm gonna put one like right up in here. Actually, I might do two. So I'm just gonna use a little dab, whatever you want to call it, of, oh, some of these are so tiny. Just a little speck of glue. I guess you can see the shadows, you can kind of see them. Again, these will work really, really great with shaker cards. Let me know if you can see those. Yeah, maybe if I'd stick one right kind of on the edge of, they feel a little rubbery. Not sure if they are, but and just kind of dot them all over the place, I guess. So not too sparkly. You might could put some sparkle on them. And yeah, and then if you overlap them, you'll be able to see them a little bit better. Got big ones and little ones. That one's a half one. Remember, no two snowflakes are alike. They're sticking to my, I was trying to find a whole one, but a big one. There we go. Yeah, stick them right on these pieces and you can kind of see them a little bit better. There's a half. There we go. I like, oh, these are some trees right back here. Just put a snowflake in between there. All right, so that is, I'm just gonna wrap things up while I'm finishing with my last bit of snowflakes. But so there's the Humble Home bundle. We had some fun creating different scenes. different little houses. There's a lot you can do with these. I'm just trying to get like one. They're sticking to my glue, I think, on my tweezers. And then this was the Snowy Scenes DSP. And the ribbon and the snowflakes are part of the Sweet collection. So you can get the stamp set that coordinates with these as well. I think mine's coming in a couple of days, but I won it at the Creative Convention, I think, for my Uplines event. And so she was sending that as my prize, so I'm excited because I didn't get them the first round. All right, so just put a few snowflakes around, primarily inside the globes, because I think you could see them a little bit better that way. And then on the houses, put one. You could put more. You could keep going, but I think I'm going to wrap that up and say goodbye to y'all for today, for Monday. I'm off on my days for some reason, I feel like, but I know it's Monday. We had we had a wild weekend. Yeah, because I was gone all day Friday. So if you didn't catch me live, you didn't catch me live. Nobody caught me live on Friday, but I did record my Feel Good Friday and made some pretty cards. You'll have to go back and watch that if you didn't catch it. It's on my YouTube and my Facebook page. So there is our Snowy Scenes. Humble Home is what the bundle is for the stamps and the punch. I've got them all, I've got stuff laying everywhere. So there's that Humble Home. Would make fun Christmas cards. But I showed you how to use it on a scrapbook page today. And then we've got the Snowy Scenes. Lots of cute paper in that Snowy Scenes DSP. The stamp set includes a lot of these images, like the penguin and the snowman. And then I think a die cut for some of the globes, especially even the big globes that I showed you earlier, these right here. I just fussy cut these out though, but there are dies in the Stampin' Dies. All right, I'm going to wrap it up, and y'all have a great weekend. I'm going to clean up my space, and I might even prep for Wednesday's story and sketch, since I have it out here and I already have an idea of what I'm going to do. If you want to bling this up a little bit more, bring in some Winkastella, I think is what they call it. We had something similar with Close to My Heart. It was a glitter shimmer brush. I haven't gotten the Winkastella yet, but you could add in some shimmer to some of this, or even like some glitter glue. We have a metallic kind. I don't know if, I'm not sure if Stampin' Up has like the pearls or I don't remember what those are called. Anyways. So you do some like rhinestones in here as well to bling it up. I might have to add some sparkles. We'll see. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Hope y'all have a great week. Hope to see y'all again on Wednesday and Friday for my story and sketch and Feel Good Friday at 10 a.m. Central Time. Take care, everyone. God bless. Bye.